Good evening. This is Christina, and I am coming to you right now with a head wrap video. I'm actually going to start doing tutorials on my channel, and I've been talking about doing that for a while. So I had a few from the past that may still be on this channel, but I'm going to start having new ones. I started wrapping in basically, I want to say December, January of 2014, right when I moved to Atlanta. And I felt called to begin to wrap my hair, especially in the wintertime. I don't do it as much in the summer just because if my head sweats a lot during the day, it aggravates my scalp. So I do have to monitor that. But I am going to do this wrap today with a very light scarf. So if you're going to do a wrap in the summer, of course, you would want to use a thin scarf. And today I'm going to show you something very, very simple. I'm not going to wear a shaper. Normally I do wear a shaper under my wraps because it gives you more volume because I don't have a lot of hair. If you have a lot of hair, there's other ways to poof the back out so it gives you more volume. Or again, in the summertime, you may not want that volume because it's cooler. So I have here a black and white scarf. I actually thrifted this scarf at a Goodwill for like $2. A lot of my scarves I found that way. I think is more economical, it's less wasteful, and you can try things out without feeling you're fully committed. And then if you don't continue to do it, you feel like you wasted a lot of money. So, and this is a pretty large scarf. So if I go to the ends, which is here, as you can see, it's pretty long. And actually, for me, the longer your scarf is, the more you can do with the scarf, the more intricacies you can do. So, but this is going to be very simple. Like I said, I normally use a shaper, but today I'm not. So I'm essentially going to put this scarf in half. And you want to make the scarf so that it fits over your whole head, but not too much further over, because it won't sit right, and the way you tie it is going to make a difference. So I'll show you. So here's the edge of the scarf, and I'm going to take the other edge and fold it in half lengthwise, basically, because this is a pretty wide scarf. So, okay. So you see I've got the two edges together. Okay. Now I'm going to do a turban style. That is my preferred style of wrap. I have done other kinds of wraps, but in general, the turbans just, they fit my face. I like how they look on me. And you'll have to play around with the styles to know which kind of wrap you like. So I'm actually going to put the edges toward the back because I want these edges not to kind of mess with the front. Now, if you want the polka dots in the front, then you make sure the polka dots in the front. Today, I'm not caring about that so much. I really just want to show the wrap. So, all right. It's even enough. It doesn't have to be exact. The other thing is if you don't have it exact and you have the edges in the front, it's going to look not so neat. So if you do put your folded edges in the front, or not the folded edge, but the edge that is brought together when you fold it, then you definitely want to make sure that it looks neat. Unless you don't really care, and then whatever. So, okay, so I'm going to flip this over my head lengthwise. Okay, so I have about the same amount on both ends. Now, you see, I still have some extra material. So what I could do is fold this under in the back a little bit, just so I don't have so much material on my forehead. But, you know, it's okay. And what I'm going to do, very simple. I'm going to bring the sides up like this. I'm going to tie and pull. Tie and pull. So as you can see, I still have some of that edge there. That's fine. If you like that, that's fine. Or if you don't, you can mess with your scarf so that you don't see that. It's okay if it's seen or not for me, but I'm pulling it kind of tight because I don't want it to fall off. So now you've got basically a front tied scarf. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to loosely make knots, and I wouldn't say knots. Well, yeah, it is a knot. We're going to tie a knot. So you just flip and tie. Don't pull it too tight here. Then you're going to flip and tie again. I kind of go the opposite way of tying as I did the first time. And we're going to do 3 of these. Okay. So, well, actually, you know what? Only 2. I did 1 extra one. Okay. So we're going to, again, you're going to play around with it. I rarely pre, um, I rarely pre decide what my scarf is going to look like. In fact, I tie on the fly like all the time. I hardly ever figure out ahead of time, oh, I'm going to do this wrap or that wrap. Unless I see something and I'm like, I really want to try it. Otherwise, I pretty much just do whatever I feel like it and I play with the scarf. So I look like I have bunny ears. So I'm going to wipe my glasses off because I have to be able to see. Okay, so you've got those almost like a chain, and what that does is give you texture. It gives you interest in the top of your wrap, and you again you do it how you want. You make the edges how you want, and now you have that piece up at the top, and you're just going to lay it down. And then, depending on how much scarf you have, you can tie it in the back and tuck it under. Or, I don't have a lot left, so I'm just going to tuck it under the back. And there you go. Very quick turban. And you can kind of play with the fabric on the sides. I like to spread it out a little bit so it's not so bunched. And I don't care if it's different on this side than this side. Like for me, I'm fine with that. But if you like it to be a very, very symmetrical, you'll play with these until it fits what you want. But like I said, I'm not caring about that. I care more about how the knot part looks. And I want that to be. So there you go. Very simple turban wrap. And then, of course, you add your earrings. I've got little ankh ones on today. And you add your lipstick, and there you go. Hope you like this tutorial. Look out for more. Christina Moore signing off.